Amazon Prime Video have announced the newest additions to its broadcast team for coverage of the NASCAR Cup Series. Recent Hall of Fame inductee Carl Edwards will join as an analyst. Kim Kuhn, Marty Schneider, and Trevor Bain will be the pit road reporters. Now, Kuhn's schedule just got busier as she adds her responsibilities as pit road reporter for NBC Sports and the CW. Now, Marty Schneider has worked on Pit Road for NBC Sports, and Bain has worked with Fox Sports in the studio and in the broadcast booth as well. But going back to Edwards, he'll join the Daniel Trotta and Corey Joy for Amazon's pre-race and post-race shows as well. Now, after an abrupt retirement from NASCAR before the 2017 season started as well, Edwards had largely dropped off the radar completely and had gotten away from the sport. Edwards made his first appearance at the track in several years during the 2023 season at Darlington for Throwback Weekend, when he was named one of NASCAR's 75 greatest drivers. In his Hall of Fame acceptance speech in January, Edwards talked more about his decision to walk away during his prime, no pun intended there, and why he felt nervous about coming back after leaving the way he did. Now, but he was welcomed back with open arms and has seemingly rediscovered his passion for the sport, a graphic courtesy here of Amazon Prime Video. Matt, starting with you on this one as well. Are you looking forward to seeing how Carl Edwards performs as an analyst? And do you think that Amazon has done a good job in filling out its broadcast team?
Yeah, good evening, guys. Hello, everyone. Busy week. We've been looking forward to this one. Carl Edwards. I feel like I've got a distant, vague memory from back in, 15 years ago, say, when he would pop up on the odd occasion in the booth for an Xfinity race or trucks or something. And he was good. And he's a great talker. We always know that he's great with all the sponsors, and every time everyone stuck a microphone under his nose, much like the other guys that have made the transition that are still driving. You think of Keselowski, Logano, guys like that are doing both from time to time. It's obviously all changed around a little bit now with this new TV deal, but he's always a good talker. Great to see him back involved, as you said, all that time away after his abrupt disappearance. But great to have been back involved. I feel like he's going to be a good part of that group. They needed a big name, I guess, to have as part of that analyst core. Trevor Bain is sort of up and coming and has done well as well. We know what we're going to get with Marty and Kim on pit lane. So, it's looking very good for Amazon's debut in the summer. Looking forward to see what they can produce.
Yeah, couldn't agree more with Matt. First of all, I just wanted to say I'm happy to be here this evening. But as for the question at hand, I am very interested to see what Carl Edwards is capable of as an analyst. I know that obviously when he was a driver, he was one of the premier personalities in the sport. A lot of people loved him. He had a very devout fan base and a very wide-spanning fan base in NASCAR. And, he's obviously got a lot of international fans. There's that clip that goes around every year around November where Edwards outdueled Michael Schumacher in the Race of Champions back in 2009, I believe. And, people love to, say that all the time when it comes to, is NASCAR better than F1, yada, yada, yada. But as far as Edwards is concerned as an analyst, he does bring a lot of expertise. He had a high level of success in all three NASCAR National Series, the Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. He is obviously one of the best of his generation, and just based off of his reputation and his accolades alone, he should make for a good analyst. But I guess I don't have as many memories of Carl being in the booth as Matt may have, to where I can really get a full view of how he is as far as actually critiquing any of the drivers. But what I will say is I did watch all 10 episodes last year of NASCAR's Inside the Playoffs that they did on Max, and I believe it was True TV or something like that. And he did some spot work on that. And from what I remember and what I heard on that program, he did a great job breaking things down for someone that, obviously hadn't been in a car in 8 years. And he was able to really speak to like the driver's mentality, kind of like behind the wheel. So as far as that stuff's concerned, I am excited for Carl just to kind of see what he's really made of as an analyst. But as far as Prime's overall team, I don't really have a problem with it. But the one that I was really intrigued by, we'll say, was Corey LaJoie. I don't know what the programs are going to get from Corey being part of it. Obviously, I know that he has extensive experience in the next gen car compared to Trevor Bayne, let's say, and Carl for that matter. But at the same time, Corey doesn't really have any success at any NASCAR level. And he definitely seems to, in his spot gigs and Cup, pick up a fair bit of beef on the track that he carries off of it. So I'm going to be a little concerned about his ability to be professional and really, rein himself in to be a real polished analyst. But maybe that's something Prime doesn't want. They probably don't want Corey to be a polished analyst. They probably want him to fit more of the like inside the NBA mold where he's kind of, taking pot shots at people. So I don't know. As far as everybody else on the team, Trevor, Kim, Marty, everybody else, I think is a very fine and great choice. But Carl, I think, is exceptional. I'm sure he'll do a great job. Corey is the one that I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Have to see as well what's happening later, can't it?
That Race of Champions was 2008 at Wembley. I was there.
Okay,
that was what a moment that was. Incredible stuff. And also, just because Matthew Owens will be watching and he'll get this reference, Marty Schneider will throw back to the commentary box with a question because he does it every single time they go down to him. He'll throw back to the box with a question most of the time for Dale Jr.
But yeah, he will do, won't he, as well? I like how it's just sort of Dale's handpicked the people he wants to work with in both Amazon and with TNT Sports as well. I'll be interested to see if, as we know that the box is staying the same for the two, whether the pit reporters will stay the same for the two. That would be quite an interesting coup to see. Actually, to be fair, just quickly on that, I would have given Marty Schneider a go at the lead comms. He was good when he was covering IndyCar, the practice sessions for 9 hours a day. He's good at hosting on NBC. I would have given him a go at giving him one race. Just give the man a go.